verse 5, and they shall be as mighty men, which shall tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets, in the battle. And they shall fight, because the Lord is with them, and the riders on the horses shall be confounded. My friends, I believe this is referring to the church, referring to the Christian soldiers. You know, today, we've got a lot of wimps in our Christian pulpits. I mean, we've got a lot of Sally Pantses in our churches. When I look at some of these pastors, I'm like, they don't even, they look like, like there's some metrosexual or something. That looks like they're blending into society so much, they're losing their manhood. Our churches need more real men shepherding their flocks. Not a bunch of panty waist, tight jeans wearing, effeminate looking men. We need men of God whom other young men can follow and be men. And you know what? That's what this verse is talking about. It's talking about Christians being warriors. Not pacifists. And war means you go and you take something away from the enemy. We've got to have that mentality. And how do we do it today? We do it with the Word of God. We do it by telling the truth. We go after Satan's strongholds. The places in our community, those positions of power even, that Satan has taken over, and we expose them with the truth. And we defeat them. We go, again, we take ground. We don't give ground. And panty-waist preachers and pastors that do not have a warrior mentality for God's kingdom, but just think Jesus was some hippie pacifist, they're not going to get the job done. As God says here, He's going to say, this is intertwined with the gospel. This prophecy right here in verse 5 has to do with how the gospel would be spread by courageous Christians. Not this modern, hip and cool type church, seeker-friendly churches. Again, where the pastor's up there wearing tight girl-like jeans and loafers or flip-flops or whatever they wear. It's like they're all the same. The rock and roll churches, man. Everybody come in, cool, we're hip and cool. Got the coffee shop over there. Everybody just worship the Lord today and feel good and be a good person and be loving. No, God says He needs warriors. And He said that they were going to be as mighty men, these people that brought forth the gospel, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in battle. They shall fight because the Lord is with them. I hear a lot of pastors today say, oh, we don't get involved in politics and things like that. Well, you just surrendered ground to the enemy. All right, I'm not going to get into that discussion here today. But God's looking for warriors. How about you? Are you a warrior? Or are you following a pacifist, wimpy, limp-wristed preacher? I've had enough of those. It's time that stops, my friend. I actually wrote a little bit about this here on Facebook, and I think I'm going to read through it real quick. We've gone about 30 minutes, so we got time. On Facebook, I wrote related to this, 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ revolutionized the world with His teachings. This change was not the result of Christians conforming to pagan culture, like we see in the modern church today, i.e. the seeker-friendly, hip and cool type churches. Christians were the counterculture. They sought to overthrow all forms of paganism along with its demonic strangleholds everywhere they went. 2 Corinthians 10, verse 4. These Christians were true disciples, true warriors, nonconformists. All right? That's how Christianity spread. It didn't spread by saying, let's just blend in with the culture. Let's be hip and cool so we can get people to join our church. All right? I wrote some. All right. So if you're tired of panty waist Christianity, tickle your ear Christianity, storytelling Christianity, all this fluffy duff Christianity, then come and join us. Support us and help us grow so that we can take the fight to the enemy.